So easy to wind them up, look at that. Howdy folks, and Happy New Year. To my shame, I haven't been out on the bike until today. Today's the 7th, and 7th of January, decent day for bikes. It sort of froze in the west of the country, but in Dublin and surrounds it's actually grand and sunny and cold, but sure, stick a jumper on. And Happy New Year to you listening at the moment. Fred, Dave, Terence, whatever your name is. Look at this, Aegis. You'll be killed off that bike. The Gap. It's like my first time out on the Gap since the trip back in October, actually. So that'll be a bit of crack. So 2017 for me was reasonably eventful compared to the last few years. I moved house earlier on in the year, moved into Dublin from out in the sticks of Kildare, where I'm from, and you know, we have a bit of a house renovation going on, and that's causing all manner of messing about and not being quite sure of where we're going to be in 6 months or a year's time, but sure, you know, that's fine, that'll get sorted out. It's ongoing into 2018, so I'm sure I'll be bending your ears at some point over that. I got the little speeding thing that I carried over from 2016 sorted out finally in one of the best possible outcomes, so that was good. I was happy enough with that. Well, I wasn't happy, but you know, I was happier than I could have been. I wouldn't be speaking to you from on top of a motor bicycle if that had gone wrongly. Work kept on being busy and fun and etc. I haven't really talked about what I work at. I'm not really going to, but I got what could be classed as a new job, same employer, new job during 2017, and that's going to involve being on the road a bit more. It's not great, but you know, it's better stuff. I like doing it more, and so you got to look after yourself at the end of the day. So it's not going to be, you know, more travel to the extent that I'm not going to be on the bike or at home enough to do any channel stuff. I think I've been averaging about a video every 2 or 3 weeks, which is very prolific compared to a lot of channels out there. So I think I have a bit of slack in terms of, you know, if I had to go to monthly or if I had to do things that, like, you know, I wouldn't feel bad. And at the end of the day, I do this for me, to keep me interested and that kind of thing, so that's fine, I suppose. As well in 2017, and it wasn't something I sort of planned coming into the year, is that I went off on a proper tour, and that was good crack. The videos are still coming from that. And so as far as things that didn't happen in 2017 that I wanted to happen, obviously we didn't get into a new place. We're still in sort of temporary rented accommodation, which is, you know, first world problems, but would have been nice to have found a place that didn't need quite so much work, and that we could have been into by the end of the year. But you know, it'll stand to us in the long term, no big deal. The other thing, I was hoping to get a bit fitter this year. I was out on the cycling bike a bit more now that I can actually cycle into work, but not nearly enough. And now that I'm sort of travelling on the road a bit more, you never look after yourself as much as you do when you're at home, when you're off travelling, and I want to make sure to sort of overcompensate for that. Selfie stop. You have to wreck it, don't you?
Alright, do it again, I won't wreck it.
They'll wreck everything. No, you're grand. No man, I'm just disappointed. Well, at least it's not frosty on the road. It's all good. Oh, it's fucking Baltic though. And so 2018, both channel and personal, I guess I want to wrap up all the stuff that didn't happen in 2017. To get the house done and in. I know that concerns the channel very little, but it's on my mind and it's going to be fucking annoying over the next little while. Did you ever pick out a Jack's? Did you? No, well, neither have I, but I'm in the middle of it. Pick out a Jack's. Did you know there's different kinds of Jacks? Did you know that there are people who care about different kinds of Jackses? Well, I didn't before and now I do, and I'm kind of worried that some other important knowledge will slip out of my brain. Like I learned so much about ceramic tiles that I forget how to do long division or something. So I also want to get a bit fitter if I can in 2018. You know, I'm in town properly now. I have no excuses, and I want to just sort out getting up on the bike or whatever else I do, and getting into a little bit better of a shape, because I've completely run out of excuses at this point. And so I was going to think about this in terms of resolutions, but I don't really do New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions to me, kind of thinking of a list of resolutions to me doesn't make any sense, like at any time of the year. I mean, you might make a list of the existing things you want to get done, or you want to start doing, or you want to stop doing, but you know, it's every fucking day, lads. You have to sort out what you're doing in your own head and resolve to do those things, because you know, we're here for 100 years at the outside, so you better get started on what you want to do. All the stuff that I could consider to be part of my resolutions is all seems very boring. It all seems like, oh, that's just stuff you were going to do anyway, or that, and I'm like, yeah, like I was going to do it. This is like, I'm not going to say I'm going to fucking climb a mountain or run a marathon, because I'm fucking not. Like, you know, I don't want to. I wouldn't feel personally accomplished by doing any of those things. I wouldn't get anything out of it, you know. And so if you're doing plans or resolutions or whatever way you want to call it for 2018, it has to be for you. You know, if you want to be fitter, or if you want to do particular things, or if you want to break out of a sort of a cycle of not giving a shit, or you know, do things differently than you have before, then fucking do it, starting whenever you want to start doing it. Because January is fucking shite. Like, it's the shittiest month. You feel the least motivated. You probably just came back to work after maybe a little time off over Christmas, and so you're fucking run down and shit. Everyone's getting sick, you know, everyone around you is getting sick. The days are really short still, and like, you're coming into some of the shittiest weather of the year now. And so it's the time of year when you're fucking actually least likely to stick to resolutions. So what's the fucking point? Like, just do the things that you were going to do. So with that said, here's what I'm going to do in 2018, or here's what I plan on doing in 2018. And I'll start with the most hypocritical aspirational one, is that I do want to get a bit fitter. I don't want to fucking lose weight. I don't want to fucking run a marathon. I don't want to do a particular thing. I just want to be fucking able to get out of bed in the morning without feeling shit. And it started, like, I've been fucking an enormous fat bastard and a fit bastard on and off for pretty much my entire adult life, and so I know what it's like. I know the key difference and everything like that, and I know a lot of people who don't know the other way of being, and it's fucking shit. Like, when you get up in the morning and you have a dry mouth, and you have achy muscles, and you feel like shit, and you're not in the humour to get up, and your motivation is in the toilet. It's just to do with being fit. And you don't realise that until you've seen the other side of it, and you're like, yeah, like, it's just nothing to you. Like, you're able to get up and get out and do things and feel up to things, and your mind is part of your body. And I fucking miss that. Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking horrible and depressed all day every day, and I can't get up out of bed, and I can't climb a set of stairs, but I can do better, you know. Man, it was a good day to be out. A lot of bikers out. Anywho, other plan for 2018 is to get out on more sort of multi-day trips, be they weekends or whatever it is. We're kind of, as I said earlier, the plan is to maybe do 2 big trips, just cause I kind of can, or I think I can. So a similar trip to last year, and then probably I want to do the Wild Atlantic Way at some point, just because it'd be a shame to be going out and doing a bunch of foreign trips without actually seeing all that Ireland has to offer, or some of what Ireland has to offer. So yeah, aside from anything sort of specific I want to do this year in 2018, really I just want to, I guess, you know, stay busy and stay well and stay sound. There's a sound bite for you, and if I do some of that stuff, then I'll be going a long way towards those three. But anyway, wishing you all of that for yourself as well in the new year. I know I'm a week late, but you know, happy new year to everybody. I'm wishing you everything you wish yourself, and I shall talk to you soon. Good luck.